Good morning students. Now let us learn about the numericals on the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Now in the last lecture I told you about the Dalton's law of partial pressure. Into that we said into that the total pressure of the statement of Dalton's law, total pressure of the mixture of all gases is the. Now what is the law? That Dalton's law, the pressure, total pressure of the mixture is the sum of the partial pressures of the different gases present into that mixture. Now let us study the numerical on the Dalton's law. What we have given in this problem number 10.5, a mixture of 28 gram of nitrogen, 8 gram of helium and 40 gram of neon has 20 bar pressure. Now the total pressure is given, that is the 21. And what is the partial pressures of each of these gases? They ask us what is the partial pressure of each gases and total pressure is given here. Now in the yesterday lecture we also learned the formula to calculate the partial pressure. How we calculate the partial pressure of the individual gas? That is, partial pressure of individual gas is equal to mole fraction of that gas multiplied by total pressure of the mixture. Now for that, now this is the formula. Partial pressure is equal to partial pressure of the gas is equal to mole fraction into total pressure. Now we have to calculate first this mole fraction. But to calculate the mole fraction, we require the number of moles of each gas. And how we calculate the number of moles? We know that formula also. Number of moles is equal to mass in gram of that gas divided by molar mass of that gas. So let us calculate first number of moles and mole fraction of every gas. Now here number of moles N is equal to mass in gram small m divided by molar mass. Now this is the formula. So the mass of the nitrogen gas given here 28 gram, and we know that the molar mass of nitrogen is also 28 gram. 14 is the atomic number multiplied by 2, that is the 28 gram is the molar mass. So this becomes number of moles of nitrogen is equal to 1 mole here, 28 divided by 28 1 mole. That is the molar mass of helium is 4, and here the mass of helium given is 8 gram, and so 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2 moles of helium gas is there. And mass of neon is 20. In textbook they give the 28, but that is wrong. That is the molar mass of neon is the 20 gram per mole, and so here the given mass of the neon is 40 gram. So 40 divided by 20 is equal to 2 moles. In this way, 1 mole of nitrogen, 2 mole of helium and 2 mole of neons are present in the mixture. So the total number of moles of the gases is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, because we require the total number of moles to calculate the mole fraction. Now see here, I calculate the mole fraction of all these three gases. First is the mole fraction of nitrogen, Xn2. X is that is the letter which is used for the representation of mole fraction. So NH2 is equal to number of Xn2 is equal to number of moles of nitrogen divided by total number of moles. So number of moles of nitrogen is 1 and total number of moles are 5, and therefore 1 divided by 5 is the mole fraction of nitrogen. The mole fraction of helium is equal to number of moles of helium divided by total number of moles. 2 divided by 5 is the mole fraction of helium, and number of moles of neon is Ne divided by N total, that is also 2 divided by 5. Now let us calculate the partial pressure. Now the total pressure here already given, that is equal to 20 bar. The partial pressure is calculated as mole fraction into total pressure. So it is the partial pressure of nitrogen and it is calculated as mole fraction of nitrogen into total pressure. Now this becomes 4 bar. Now 5, 4 is 20. That is the 4 bar. Now here also helium, partial pressure of helium is equal to mole fraction of helium into total pressure. So 2 divided by 5, that is the mole fraction, into total pressure, that is equal to 8 bar. Now here also the mole fraction into total pressure, that is also is equal to 8 bar. Now in this way 8 plus 8, that is the and that is the 4 bar. These are the partial pressures of the given gases in the mixture. Now this is about the numerical. Now let us see the what is the aqueous tension. See there, 4 plus 8 plus 8, that becomes equal to here 20 again, and this is proved the Dalton's law. 4 plus 8 plus 8 bar, that is equal to 20 bar again, which is the total pressure. Now this also prove the Dalton's law, that is partial pressures. Now let us learn about the aqueous tension. Now there is always the aqueous tension turned into the numericals. There is always given the aqueous tension. Now what is this aqueous tension? We know the vapor pressure of the gas. What is the vapor pressure of the gas? The pressure due to the vapors which are exerted on the surface of that liquid is called as the vapor pressure. Now here also water also have the vapor pressure. That is the pressure exerted by the water vapors on the surface of the water. That is called as the water vapor pressure. Now if the water vapor pressure becomes maximum at a definite time, then that maximum water vapor pressure, that is the saturated water vapor pressure, is called as the aqueous tension. Now aqueous tension is nothing but the pressure exerted by the saturated water vapors, that is maximum water vapors exert the maximum vapor pressure on the surface of the water, and that maximum water vapor pressure is called as the saturated water vapor pressure. Now the pressure exerted by the saturated water vapor is called as the aqueous tension and given as P aqueous in this way. So aqueous tension is nothing but the vapor pressure of the saturated water vapors. So the pressure exerted by the saturated water vapor is called as the aqueous tension. Now when a gas is collected over the water, now if we prepare any gas into the laboratory, we have to collect it over the water in the container of containing water, and on that the gas is collected. So when gas is collected over water in a closed container, then it get mixed with the saturated water vapors because there is water also, and on the water the gas is collected. So the in that gas there are the water vapors will be mixed. So when a gas is collected over a water in a closed container, it get mixed with the saturated water vapor in the space, in that space of the gas. So the measured pressure of that gas, or if we measure the pressure, that measured pressure is nothing but it is the sum of the vapor pressure of the water, and that is the measured pressure is nothing but it is the vapor pressure of the water and the pressure of that gas, and so the measured pressure is the sum of the pressure of that gas and pressure of saturated water. But we have to calculate only the pressure of the dry gas. Then how we will calculate that? So the aqueous tension in that space, that is the measured pressure is the sum of the pressure of the total of that gas, sum of the pressure of that gas and the pressure of the saturated water vapor, that is the aqueous tension, and in that space, and thus the pressure of the pure and dry gas is calculated by the formula pressure of dry gas is equal to total pressure, which is the pressure of that gas and the aqueous tension, that is the pressure due to the saturated water vapor. This is the total. So if we want to calculate the pressure of only dry gas, the pressure of dry gas is equal to P total minus P aqueous. If we subtract the aqueous tension from that total pressure, then we will get the pressure of dry and pure gas, and therefore pressure of dry gas is equal to P total minus aqueous tension, because P aqueous is the aqueous tension. In this way we can calculate the pressure of the pure and dry gas by subtracting the aqueous tension from the total pressure. Now this will be required to solving the numericals. Now this is about the numerical on the Dalton's law, and this is about the aqueous tension. If the student you like this video, you can subscribe, share to the other students and tell them to subscribe and like. Thank you.